Today, I am going to give you some of the most priceless advice you're ever going to get regarding your dating photos, okay? This is for men, this is for women. Listen up. Hang on. All right, so when it comes to advertising yourself for dating or marketing yourself for dating, and that is what it is, all right? You have to retrain your brain and think of it that way. You're marketing yourself for dating. Think of it as if you were applying for a job, but you're only going to get that amazing job just based on photos. So if you're applying for a job and it's just based on photos, would you be using these low-level photos that you're using on the dating apps? Would you be including friends? Would you be including your dog? Would you be including hats, sunglasses, you in a field of flowers? No. You'd be really very intentional about all these photos so that you could get an amazing job. All right? So now you're trying to get an amazing person to date you or fall in love with you, or yet you use these low-level photos. Let's retrain our brain. Never hats, sunglasses, or you super far away, or a weird, horrible, unflattering angle, okay? Just pay attention to the details and make sure that all your photos are carefully curated and well thought out. Okay? So when people talk to me about elevating their photos and I talk to them about elevating their photos, a lot of people will say, but I heard you're not supposed to use professional photos. So I'm going to tell you how I feel about professional photos, all right? Hang on. And yes, you can take your own photos. Again, you just have to have great lighting. Never have the light at your back or at your side because you're going to be dark. You could set your phone on a tripod and clicker, use the clicker, or you set it on a timer and it does a burst and you pose and you move around and you bring the vibe. Never frozen face, right? That's not attractive. I'm not opposed to professional photos. You know, I think the goal should be to have the very best photos you could possibly have on the dating apps. However, when it comes to professional photos, never hire a photographer that is just a headshot photographer. Never hire a photographer that does it in studio, all right? This stuff is where things go terribly wrong. It's where you start to get cheesy, lame photos that are not appropriate for dating. So for dating photos, you want a photographer who's a lifestyle photographer, who shoots in a live, real environment, whether it's inside their fabulous home, whether it's inside your house, whether it's outside at a park. But a park's going to be limiting, all right? You want a photographer who knows what they're doing when it comes to creating lifestyle photos, okay? I also don't want you to focus on headshot stuff. Why? People want to see full body. So focus only on full body. Tell your photographer, if you're doing professional photos, tell them you want all full body. Because here's the thing, you can crop into a headshot later, all right? So now, if you are taking your own photos, and most of the ladies are who work with me, have great lighting. Have great lighting. I face a great window here that I do all my videos, my TikTok. I'm not using filters. I'm just using great lighting. Also, when it comes to using professional photography and professional photos, never let them retouch the photos. Tell them you want just real, raw photos. Hopefully their skill set is good enough, they know how to light you good enough that they don't need to airbrush you. Because that's also the problem. You don't want to use fake, filtered, or airbrushed photos, okay? So you don't want to be wearing hats, sunglasses. Have other people in the photos who could potentially be more attractive than you, all right? Or confuse somebody by which one is you. Or if you're a man, you never want a man who's taller than you standing next to you in a photo. All right, these are just the bottom line basics. So always think of your photos like this. Does it help? Does it hurt? Does it do nothing? All right, that's how I tell everybody. And if it helps, amazing, keep it in. If it hurts and it's not as good as some of the others, it's gotta go. People are gonna judge you on your weakest photo, okay? And if it's a do nothing photo, if you're standing in a field of flowers, nobody's gonna pick you because those great flowers. Nobody's gonna pick you if your back's to the camera and you're looking at the Eiffel Tower. That's a do nothing photo. You can keep it in, but you're taking up valuable real estate that you could put better photos in that actually might make them choose you. But at least it's a do nothing photo, so it's not gonna make them not choose you, but it's not gonna influence them to choose you either, all right? Does it help, does it hurt, does it do nothing? Always think of it in terms like of these, and always think of it in terms of, are you truly marketing yourself for dating that makes you seem irresistible to somebody? Because that should be the goal. Hope it helps.